evening to Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. This is Raph streaming to you live high above the keep in the hot air balloon. Tonight, as always, I have Neindorf with me. Neindorf, how you doing? Yeah, this is really exciting, and I have some very special guests here tonight. Franz, I know Kung Fu, and Just Crypto. And go ahead and introduce yourself in that order. Franz, you go first. How you doing tonight? I know Kung Fu. You're one of the most recent members to the ADFK Guild. We're proud to have you. How you doing?
It's 5:30 a.m. at my place, but I'm stoked to play my first PvP matches.
All right, very
That's some
good.
determination right there. I tell you what.
Very cool.
And Just, you laid a beat down on me last
Oh,
weekend in the finals match that we had for the
yes.
last tournament. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I recovered. Um, yeah, I laid the beat down on Sir Worm, and I think he returned the favor.
Yep, I had to avenge him.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that was kind of cool. Three ADFK team members in the final three there. So we'll see what this weekend's tournament holds. Um, and so there are streams going on all over the place. Sergeant's stream is going on after we're done. There's going to be streams going on all day tomorrow with the tournament. Anything that you guys want to plug in particular?
There's a tournament tomorrow in the PvP section. It's somewhat similar to what we're doing here. What I've been focused on kind of in the week leading up to this is kind of like limited play and thinking about it conceptually and then making this cube and then also a pool of level 18 heroes on average. So there's 16 to 20. There's a big pool. There's another spreadsheet. If you go in and you want to play that, it's no stakes again. It's starting about 11 a.m., I believe, Eastern time, and going for 4 or 5 hours. Hopefully, we got about 8 players, so we're going to try to stream as much of it as possible and do some high-level, high-powered, exalted traits, all the equipment you could want, all the rarity and level you could want, and this kind of controlled environment, and see what people can build and how the matches go in terms of that. So this is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of power, but I think they're, playing DFK in this way is going to be a thing once we get into the wider release. And I wanted to try out some things beforehand to see what, if anything, should be building towards for that full release.
I love that. Neindorf, you and I were so the plan for tonight is we're gonna jump into this cube tournament without further ado, and the goal is to present an alternative format of play. It's a limited format, like Jess was just describing, and probably just before we do that, we have so it's a draft. I'll let you explain it. It's a draft, and then we'll do a few matches. Neindorf, you and I were we had lunch today, and we were talking about what PvP can bring for the economy and what it can do for heroes. And you were reflecting on a point that Bolon made, and I just wanted to take a moment at the start of the podcast to highlight some of the thoughts there. I'll let you kind of take it away. I know you're pretty passionate about this.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we were talking with him streaming last weekend, someone made a comment of, "Hey, do you think the hero catalog will always be an option for PvP?" And he's like, "Oh, well, we can't do that. We want to make sure we have value to your NFTs have value." And I didn't really think about it much at the time. But since then, thinking more about it, it's like, if you could go in at any moment and just pick a hero to PvP battle someone with for fun, essentially there are a large percentage of the player base could do just that and get their complete DFK fill for free with no assets. And so I think that alone right there is where you need to put some limits on that. Now, there's a lot of directions you could take it, right? We talked, obviously people are talking about the rental system where you can rent people's heroes. I think that's going to be paramount to get that something like that up and running. Um, Otherwise, you need to be able to have a tournament system in game And then maybe it's something like you can use anybody's hero from any of the wallets that are entered into the tournament. So it's kind of like a limited catalog, but it's owned by a participant. So those are the kind of the places that, I was going with that. And I think that big thing about, having to own or rent these monsters is going to be huge for not just the hero owners, but, anybody really. And it's going to keep people invested. Otherwise, I'm afraid that people could come and dabble with no investment and essentially just, be in and out whenever there's new content.
I think the thing that was such the light bulb moment for me was thinking about the rental market, specifically back when heroes were incredibly valuable a couple years ago, and thinking about how vibrant that rental market truly was. And I feel like that is going to be an absolutely key feature that they have to lean into soon after launch. If there is a catalog, or if there's not a catalog, because it really enables it, or if they can launch it, then it makes it so you can disable the catalog. Because what we're trying to do here, and I'll pass the mic over to Juss here in a moment, but we're trying to build a format that is, I feel like, very friendly towards new users. And I feel like that is going to be a key challenge that they're going to need to solve. And so something like a cube tournament, it can allow people to you could, if you integrated this with renting, you could go rent these heroes that are presented in a cube tournament for a very low cost, and you could still have that easy entry, but it wouldn't allow everyone to go just use those mythic dread knights that are out there and really have no kind of purpose of building those monsters again. And then when you're putting heroes out on the rental market, I mean, that creates value for those who just want to build and construct hero monsters out there in the game. I think that could be an entire ecosystem and kind of a closed loop in itself, that people might just want to build heroes and not actually play with them. And they can rent them out, just like people bought Gen Zeros and they had a good pair with someone else and they rented them out. So I'm really excited about what the future will have in store for Web3 gaming. It unlocks, the ability to assign value to assets, which is really an amazing feature. And I feel like we're just kind of brushing the tip of the iceberg here on what this will be in the future. All right.
Yeah, well said.
Well, Juss, take us away with, kind of the cube format, and I'll bring up on screen.
Sure.
I have the heroes that we can select from. So kind of walk us through how this is going to work, why you designed this, and where it came from, kind of the origins of this.
Yeah, and this is kind of what you were saying about accessibilities. As fun as the tournament last weekend was, that is just not accessible at all for someone new. So I wanted to, not replace that by any means. People are always going to want to play with their stuff. They're always going to want to play the most powerful stuff. But what I found, stop me if you've heard this before. I have a Magic background from the Magic the Gathering. Is that a lot of people, even if when they had all the cards, they just preferred like lesser powered formats. It's all a matter of, and this, what really got me excited about this is when I started playing the PvP games. And I found that it didn't really matter whether we were playing the most powerful heroes or like medium or low powered heroes. What mattered is that we were equal, and then the games were really good because the underlying mechanics of this game are very good. The traits and the abilities and the time bar and all that work together, and it's going to scale from from the lowest level, which will be kind of what we're playing here, which are a bunch of level 12, not potatoes. They all have crystals and stones. These were all summoned in the same way, all the way up to what we were playing last weekend in terms of, power level. So it's not, in my opinion, it's people are going to have their preferences. Some will only want to play the most powerful stuff. Some will only want to play the cheaper stuff and not invest. But I think if the underlying game is good enough, this is a really good way, like as a gateway to get people involved who have no assets and just want to learn the mechanics.
Well, and as we were kind of talking pre-stream, you can, organize a tournament or launch a tournament in this format and it could be over within. We're gonna take a little longer tonight because we're all new to this. But I mean,
Right.
this could take like an hour to get through too. And I feel like that is a very attractive, pitch to someone. It's like that's a game of League of Legends. And so like you can get in and have a lot of this kind of predefined for you, and it's almost flexing a slightly different muscle with the drafting mechanics
Yeah.
that you otherwise would. You don't, like you said, you don't have to worry about pre-constructing equipping those heroes. You can trust that it's relatively balanced and it's all on the drafter.
Right. Am I going to be able to share my screen, or is that going to mess you up, Raph?
Let's see. I'm not quite prepared for that. So you go ahead, start sharing your screen, and I'll try to make that happen in just a second.
Okay.
Working on the fly. I love it.
I forgot you didn't do StreamYard.
Yeah, just give me one moment to.
Because I can illustrate how this is going to work a little better like that.
All right.
Go ahead and
That's me.
take
right?
it away. That's you.
All right. So I know I color coordinated this kind of to make it more readable about the key parts, and they're gradated based on the classes. There's 3 berserkers, 3 archers, 3 of each class. You get it. They're all level 12. They were all summoned and leveled up with the same parameters, which was the important part. Obviously, with RNG, some are going to get, under these exact same circumstances, 170 total stats. Some will get 144. Most will be in between. But they have a small number of traits, all advanced, as you can see, and they were built differently. Like some of the knights were built for strength, some were built for more endurance, vitalities, etc. There's some slight differences. There's a luck archer, there's a dex archer. But anyways, obviously I'm sure this is the first one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add equipment. I was going to add equipment to 4 of these since there's 4 players. How it's going to go is we're going to determine a draft order with the 4 of us. I could actually do it right now. This is going to be a random number that's going to repopulate when I let go of the thing. So it's going to be Kung Fu, me, Raph, Franz. You do that. Kung Fu, me, Raph, Franz. And how that is going to work is he will get the first pick. He can pick any of these 18 heroes. There's 18 heroes here. We're only going to use 12 of them. 6 will go undrafted. So he can pick any of the ones we want. They're just going to go like a snake. It could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, like a NFL type thing. And the other issue is that we know that Kung Fu is going to be playing Franz in the first round. So Franz is going to see who Kung Fu picks with his pick 1. Kung Fu is going to see who Franz picks with his pick 1 and his pick 2. And he can finish off his draft with that in mind. Franz is going to know exactly what he's up against when he finishes off his draft. So the information is known. It's 1, 4, 2, 3. We're going to play those 2 matches, and then we're going to play a quick finals. And that's basically it. It's designed to be pretty quick. You could play 2 out of 3 matches once people go in like 90 minutes or so. This will probably take a little bit longer because it's our first game, but basically you could take a minute and look at the things and decide what kind of team you want to construct based on where you are. So Franz is going to get the wheel, the 4th and 5th pick, and he's going to basically get to decide 2 picks in a row what he wants to do for a strategy. And Kung Fu is going to have to wait. Obviously, you know how the snake draft works. So
very happy with that selection, by the way.
Right on.
Pick.
Yeah. So yeah. In terms of the heroes, like I said, they were all built the same way. Some of them are bad. Some of them are pretty good. Obviously, like the bad ones, the only reason the bad one would exist, like I believe one of these archers has a wisdom stone or something like that, is that, if somebody wants the 3rd archer, it's there or what have you. Whereas, if they're choosing between that and a different class they don't want to play, then, you do need some bad heroes in there too. That was kind of the thought. Yeah, that's about it. Any questions?
Are we going to do the draft for each round, or whatever we pick first is going to be set for the first and potentially the second round?
So you're going to pick a guy, and I'm gonna put it right there. So we're all gonna end up with 3 heroes, and then we're gonna load these 3 heroes into the PvP matches to play this little tournament. Is that what you
And
mean? So
then
you're
and then
You
one
don't
so
redraft essentially.
right. And
no,
then
there's
I
no
know Kung
redraft.
Fu and France play first, Juss and Raph play second, and then
Yeah.
the winners of those 2 matches will play each other with the same heroes that they had in first round.
Correct. You don't redraft between rounds, and the heroes can only be on one team. They're taken off the board once they're taken.
All right. Thank you.
So yeah, if you want to take a minute and think about what you want to pick, Kung Fu, we can start it off unless anybody else has another question.
Oh,
No, I'll just-
no.
Kung Fu.
I was just going to comment real quick while you guys are maybe getting a quick look at the board. I do like, just as you stand back and stare at this visually, I like what you've done. There's a lot of diversity here. And the highlighting is super beneficial. So I can see that you've taken the time to craft this. And I think that's kind of the whole point of this is that, you can craft these in many different ways. Like you were saying, even equipping armor or once
Yeah.
pet bonuses come out. I mean, the diversity and the complication in just an 18 set of heroes could be intense.
Yeah, so this is going to be the most simple it's ever going to be. This is kind of the baseline. So what I can do from here is basically keep dark summoning. I can adjust the cube if I wanted to. I could take out all the archers. I could take out 2 of the archers and 2 of the warriors and mix it up like that. I could take out 4 heroes and add in 4 level 15s. Since there's 4 of us, everybody will get a crack at it. The last person to get a level 15 obviously gets the worst one, but then they get the best level 12, and it goes around like that. I could add 4 pieces of equipment like I was thinking about, so that probably those 4 picks go first, but not necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily put them on the best creature. I could also add in like 4 mythics or something, so long as it's even. So long as what you want to do as a cube builder is make it so that getting the number 1 pick or the number 1 or 2 pick doesn't decide it too much. You want to have it even in terms of what people have available, so you're not like pissed off that you get the 4th or 3rd pick. So as long as that's under control, you can do a lot with this in terms of construction. Like I said, this is the simplest version it's going to be.
Nice.
And then I'll just iterate off of it. We can go up to 8 players. We can go all level 15s, etc.
Oh, this is good.
But right now,
All right.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm
Bill.
ready with the first pick, actually.
All right, which one?
I'll take the warrior, which is ending on 939 ID with the
nice.
2
I like that one.
advanced ones.
Gotcha.
Big fan of that guy.
Yeah, that guy was on my radar as well.
It was the Dex that was doing it for me.
Yeah,
So I'm
same. And I wanted actually to build a team. Recently, did some summoning and dark summoning to have like double intimidation.
Yeah,
I think it would be really a thing.
Yeah. I did put 2 leaderships and 2 intimidations on here just in case anybody was able to make the combos go. But they are also fine on their own. But yeah, that guy was a good pick. So I'm just gonna write it like this so that Franz can see. I'm not gonna, because I don't think it'll help Franz if I put the number there, right? So next is gonna be me. And since you took that guy, I think I'm going to take. Should I go that? No. I definitely wanted that guy.
So something else while you're thinking here, something else Raph and I talked about at lunch that could be kind of cool is you could have a 4th round where there's 3 pieces of gear, technically, and then you could, and it's like you can pick gear early. It's like picking a defense in the first round in fantasy football. Like, okay, I guess you can do that.
I'm going to take this archer up here. It's kind of the luck archer. We'll see how it goes for me. And Raph, it's up to you. So now you know that I have an archer.
I know.
You're going to get to go twice before I get to go again. Then I'll know 2 of your guys. But you know you're playing me.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Gosh, I wasn't expecting an archer pick from you. I think I'm going to take the knight with the highest HP, 8459. That's what I'm
Okay.
gonna take.
My picks are flying off the board here.
Well, you got 2 in a row here, friends.
Uh-oh. All right, so I definitely want an archer here. I do like ducks. Yeah, the leadership's not enough for me. I'll go with that mid-row archer there.
Mid-row.
429.
Gotcha.
And then I could technically take the other archer, right? And kind of screw people.
Sure. You
I don't
can
think
take
I'm
whatever you
going
want.
to, but
Why not?
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah. You do whatever you want, whatever you think is good. It depends what you think is going to come back to you after 6 more picks.
That's true.
Yeah.
6 picks is a long time.
yeah, it's possible there are no front lines left if I don't take one. Well, Berserker will still be
I wouldn't
good.
doubt if you have a berserker. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet there will be a berserker left. I was going to load up at least one of those berserkers with a Gorax. Try to make it playable.
Triple berserkers and just go
Thanks,
nuts.
Halliday.
Okay.
By the way, does the default weapon for berserkers have the slow? I don't think so.
It does not.
Does not.
So it may be better than
Are they going to
Gorax.
Some
fix
ways.
that? Because I feel like it's
I think
supposed to, from what
No,
they
I think
said.
that's by design. They answered that in an AMA question that Huber just said, like, that one, the Squire's axe just doesn't have it.
Well, it's like a benefit. if
It's
you
not
will.
always a feature of or a negative of the weapon class. the
I will.
two-handed.
I will tell you, if you haven't
Got
played
it.
a lot of PvP yet, it is generally easier to hit heroes than it is to hit little bucks and little boars, especially.
Really?
It is. Yep. We don't have
Okay.
as much agility for most of
Oh,
us.
sure.
I think I'm ready. I am going to go with the priest, the top row priest.
Good pick.
Very nice.
That was my guy.
Nice. Awesome.
Oh
Like that.
man.
Yeah, my double intimidation team is ruined now.
Was that did factor into it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, this is kind of. I've never actually played a style like this, and I, can comment here on the side because I'm not picking, but it seems like there's so many to choose from. But like already after the first round, I feel like you guys are probably starting to sense that the walls are closing in here. You got to make an important choice here.
Indeed.
I sure do feel that way.
It would be a little bit different if Berserkers and Seers were a little better, I think, but you know. Maybe they'll
That
be.
Warstone.
I don't 100% know how this format is going to play. It might play different than the high-powered formats that we've been playing. Unclear. It might be a little more grindy. It might be, blitzing. You still have your level 4 skills for, onslaught and repeating shot. That might be the move. I don't know. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I guess it will showcase a bit more combinations.
Yeah,
we saw the PvP last weekend. It was mainly
a lot of warriors and archers.
warriors.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the warrior with days.
Warrior with days, good pick. I'm going to take the. Okay, so you're a warrior knight. All right. So you're a
PT
warrior
Raph there.
knight. I am going to take the other warrior. With all the strength. All All right. And Kung Fu, you get 2 in a row.
Oh, I was not ready for this, but let's take a knight, and it would be the one with leadership, the first.
First one.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, and and for the last pick, okay, I'm going to take a seer. So the first seer.
First seer. Dang, that was my move.
Hmm.
That was my guy. Good pick.
Yeah, I finally started using them in hunts a little bit, and I think the learning curve was a little steep for me, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. I kind of Warstone, I don't know, it can hit pretty hard, but it just once you can, you count the channeling time plus the turn time, it's almost a 2-move turn, and it doesn't really compete with some of the warrior, although it's can hit any row. So I don't know, it's tough. They're interesting.
I've been enjoying the time sink and the
Okay.
slowing effects there.
All right. Well, I know what I would do if Raph didn't start Warrior Knight. I would be very interested in snapping up the second archer, but I don't think I want to do that against Warrior Knight. I think I'm going to take this priest.
Ooh, a traditional team, huh?
This priest. I'm going to give up on efficient. I'm going to take the wisdom and intelligence priest. So we'll see how that works out, or if I wish I just took 2 archers and did that. But we'll try it. I was definitely going to take that seer if it was there.
Yeah, that
why not take
that
the other
seer is
seer?
who I wanted for sure, and now
I'm not in love with the other seers. Is the thing.
yeah, I'm kind of it's you did a good job building these other seers, or at least presenting us with some options, and so I'm gonna pick a seer next, and I'm weighing out the wisdom versus the agility. They both have speed. I don't know if that's any good. Oh, the one has a good deal more MP.
So what do you guys use cleanse for? Because I feel like a lot of things say can't be cleansed.
Stun. It's a good one.
Okay.
Poison,
That's-
if you don't want to use the
Poison if you run out of stone or don't want to use it,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you can cleanse that, but not bleeding, because bleeding is damage. It's not. I mean, I guess that
You
you know,
can
No,
cleanse
bleeding
bleed.
can be
you can
cleansed.
cleanse bleed.
really, because I thought it says on there cannot be cleansed.
Mm-mm.
No, daze and exhaust you can't because their time
See,
bar.
their UI is jacked up. Because I was playing a game tonight and it was bleeding and it said it can't be cleansed. I was like, what?
I'll take the. I'm gonna take the fast seer.
Fast seer, bottom seer, 29
Bottom seer.
agility.
Yeah.
All right.
That's quite a bit faster than his buddy there.
Yeah, Franz, he played some fast seers on me last weekend, and so I'm gonna try that. And I thought that was kind of fun.
It's the only way to play a seer in my mind. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I think I might go against the grain here. I feel like the pick I should take is the knight.
I know what you're taking.
Do you?
Yeah. I
That
thought about it.
Berserker?
I thought about it too.
The 170 Berserker?
It's a good one.
Is that what you were thinking I was gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got some stats.
Somebody's got to do it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So I've been playing a lot of knight, and I think the knight is good. Like I see the value. I enjoy some of the moves it has. It's just on the damage side, like when you need to do some damage, it just doesn't feel like it has it. I don't know.
Sometimes their ability damage is better than their basic, like their attack damage, their special damage. So it's like, I'm with you.
I've been enjoying the push and pull, the hold the line and shield smash. And I said it earlier, but like I don't know how good it, like how effective it really is to like leading to wins, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun making people switch back and stuff.
What do you think about?
What do you think? I didn't mean to influence your decision. I thought you were about to say it.
Oh no, sorry. I thought I locked in the Berserker.
Okay, I thought you were about to say it as soon as I said. I'm pretty sure I know what you're about to make. All right.
No, the Berserker, yeah. The 170 Berserker.
All right, we're set.
All right, so first, Kung Fu and Franz. We can just pop right in there.
Okay.
So let me see.
So here.
Franz, I'll replace. Yeah.
If you want to throw your battle into this chat here, then I'll bring it up on screen. And I'll need some advice from you guys as we're going, since this is friendly match. I have not used the seer much, and so I gotta go with a fast seer. So what am I actually outfitting my seer with?
I think it depends on what path you go a little bit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Haven't you been hunting?
I personally like the time sink because of the slow effect. Because if you're gonna be a speed seer, I want to be getting that slow. And
I was thinking about how I could move these IDs to help you guys. Are you guys able to copy paste that or just search them on your own?
I was able to get them on my own, so no.
Kung Fu, have you done? You said you haven't done a PvP match. I can. If you
I may need some help. I have loaded my team.
You've loaded your
in
team
the PvP battle testing. I've selected skills, and I can join existing battle or queue battle at the moment.
Correct.
Maybe I can share screen as well.
Yep. Or how do you want to do this, Raph? Do you want me to stop sharing so I don't mess you up?
Yeah, you go ahead and stop sharing, and then what I'll do is I'll have them drop their PvP battle into chat.
Yeah, it's going to be better if Raph can stream it from the URL, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kung Fu, if you get your guys all in there and loaded up with those 3 guys, you can just get the link by starting the battle. I forget what it's called.
And then you can share. These aren't level 15.
Correct. They're level 12.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't load the tier 5 even if it'll let you. I don't know if it will anymore.
It will let you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't do that.
I wanted my bubble, the bubble priest.
Yeah, the priest would be a lot better if it had tier 5 skills. This is true. I'm surprised we all got a support.
Yeah.
I was strongly considering going double archer.
I'm
surprised nobody did.
Yeah, same.
You guys hunted with priest under level 10 ever? It's like they have nothing.
Or under 15, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Well, actually, I got a couple I'm doing at level 9, and it's rough.
That sounds rough. Kung Fu, I'll drop. Oh, you just did. Cool.
Oop, Raph.
I put it in the chat. The ID.
Sorry.
Hopping in now.
One moment, guys. I'm loading up your battle.
Okay, and we should check stone just because of that bug, but we don't have the training grounds background, so we should be okay.
It's part of the randomness of PvP. Some people just get more stone.
Yeah, well, as I said, we should be okay. I have 15 stone, so I will.
Okay.
Are
you guys in your
11.
battle right now?
Yes. Here, wait, I'll drop the link.
I'm loading currently.
Okay.
Oh, there. Oh, wow, this is cool. I'm not seeing this background.
All right, I can bring it up now. Can you guys see my stream? Am I streaming this? I think I am.
can see it.
Okay, excellent.
I'm not seeing it on stream. I'm seeing it.
Not yet.
Oh,
It
no,
it took
there
him a
we go.
while
Yeah,
for it to pop. There it goes.
Okay.
I like this background. This one's cool.
I like this.
Do we have
background.
consumables? Yeah, I decided to pick something different than the ship.
Yeah, it gives you basically unlimited battle budget, but you have a certain number of stone. So you can basically use as many heal vials until you run out of stone.
Yeah. How many stone is it saying that you have there, Kung Fu? The battle budget under your abilities.
It's not my turn. How can I check that?
Oh, you can't
Because-
see it, right? No, you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
wait till your turn. Okay.
Right? Here we go.
All right, let's do this.
Nice pass turn to open up.
We gotta roll a
not
giveaway
ready.
into this somehow.
What happened?
Yeah. Oh, you passed turn?
Yeah, I was not ready for a sub level 15 priest, and I should have put on the single bubble so that I had something to do on my first turn, but I did not.
Forgot a priest
So
with
here we
an
go.
attack.
That would be useful against an archer to stack up the shield,
Yeah,
the barrier.
would have been. Could have, should have, would have been.
All right. I want to play with the shark guy in the back. That guy looks awesome.
Yeah. What's his name again? Sharkules?
I think so.
Yep.
Ooh, Artificer.
Yep.
Mm.
Didn't you scout my abilities?
Yeah, so we can bring up some abilities here. We got Warstone, Artificer, Time Sink, and Rejuvenation Stone. So you went for a damage seer.
He's got 2 traits, which I like on my seers. That's one of the best things I like about that trait is he has 2 traits that can attack.
Yeah.
It's awkward with your seer when you can't attack on the turn you want to for decent damage.
Ooh,
or whatever.
resisted.
And the
So-
traits you mean like the ability,
Yep.
like those okay,
Actives.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Like if Franz is priest, head critical aim or death mark or something.
Right.
He does have 1 offensive move. My priest.
Okay.
Ooh,
That was
death
a
mark
miss.
did not connect.
All right, so now we got the archer going.
Yeah, I guess I missed.
Archer's got a lot of moves right now, so let's see what Franz decides. I feel like I'm struggling to try to watch and then also like plan out what my battle's gonna be at the same time. It's kind of like my brain is split in two here.
Don't worry, your time will
Death mark
come.
on the seer there. I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
with this one.
And this is where it's kind of fun too. Like,
Damage.
do you remember like back in the old Fight Club days, going for, some of the trash talking that would occur in
Yeah.
Discord was pretty awesome.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
It is awesome.
And I think we're going to get to a point really quickly where we have a lot of that kind of stuff. I think you're always going to have Discord or something up for PvP games, or I think it makes it a lot more fun.
hmm
What do you guys think about the trait usage being tied to your hero's accuracy?
You mean as far as like applying it?
Yeah, doesn't some of it depend on how accurate your hero is?
Well, you have to hit the shot, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I
most-
think that's kind of. I did not expect that, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of always assumed they were just going to be like automatic applies. Like that doesn't really make sense though. Like once we found out they weren't, it's like yeah, that they kind of shouldn't be. But I feel like the community is so dex focused as far as misses go. Like the hunts trained us all to make our heroes pretty good dex wise.
Yeah, and what made me think about it is the berserker, right? Because that's where it really starts to like get painful. It's like not only do you miss a lot, but even your specials can miss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping. What's the dex on this one I picked? 26. Hoping
That's
enough
pretty
here.
solid for a
All
berserker.
right, so we're channeling the
Warstone, probably.
Oh, interception.
Is it visible what I'm channeling currently? Because I
I
have
think
like
if we go to the
two
battle
abilities.
logs,
It'll tell you in the battle log, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you can't
So-
hide that.
No shenanigans here.
Yeah, rejuvenation stone. Oof, that was a good interception.
Rejuvenation stone. So yeah, we're going for the heal.
Yeah, I need to put some protection on the middle position.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was definitely hoping for a kill shot there. So
Interception is one of the surprise skills for me. That's quite good in PvP. Not really useful at all in hunts.
Mhm.
Unnecessary. Yeah, it's quite a powerful skill.
yeah, I've
Is that
been
effect just the row behind?
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
I've been liking that and enough a lot.
Oh yeah.
So the rapid onslaught it's got its combo ready. Is that what?
I feel like they
Yeah,
nerfed
but-
that pretty hard.
It would be a shame not to use it.
Yeah.
A little bit. Still packed a little punch there.
I feel like I used to see a lot of my warriors doing 300 and some of my high level warriors, and now I never see 300 already. But that's kind of a lot of damage. But it's a triple combat. You got to set it up with, a combo. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little interested in, some of the changes they made. I'm curious do you guys think that these changes that they're making are good long term, or is it just buying time until we've got more DPS like a wizard or something?
No, I think they're going for long term.
Okay.
I think they found out what they needed to know about repeating shot in terms of.
Speaking of which,
Let's see the time bar. Ooh, this is where you want holy light or something. So Franz is able to set up 3 turns in a row, from what I can tell. So that's when you don't want a repeating shot unless you can kill.
I'm kind of banking on this berserker hitting where I wanted to hit. So like, what can go wrong there, right?
Yeah, what can go wrong there? But
He's gonna listen. We talked this out in the locker room before the game.
yeah,
Berserker knows what he needs to do.
I don't know about this one, Franz.
Come on, here we go. Oh, the heals. All right. Oh, it didn't kill him.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, he hit mid row. That was the intercept.
That was the
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That was a
Well,
ballsy
we're in
one.
trouble here, boys.
Franz is gonna be down 3-2
Yeah.
on extra economy for a little bit.
Ooh. Let's see what healing options we have.
So you should.
No,
So I'm
don't
guessing
worry
that
about him.
rejuvenation
Just leave him.
stone's hitting midline then.
It is, yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
was
it's
so
hitting
close.
Yeah. So I mean, with the battle budget here,
Is it 11 or 15? I can't tell.
it's 11.
Oh, it says
Okay.
11.
It says
I got
11.
the 15, so I won't.
Right.
obviously use
Franz-
15,
Yeah, just
unless I really need it.
fair enough.
So we used a regular health file. All right, enough to maybe
Hang in
make
there.
it to the next rejuvenation stone. That's a ways away.
And speaking of the budget, I heard a lot of people saying that Swiftness Potion is still overpowered. I think the toll that it takes on your battle budget is
Yeah,
quite
if you can outlast
penalizing.
that.
It's a combo play. I think it's a combo play.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see a line of play that can decide the game based on that swiftness potion,
drop it.
you do it and you decide the game.
And
Otherwise,
you go
I
nuts.
don't think you do it for value.
Yeah, I had a great, it was a cool interaction with 91 Karmas last weekend. His archer had just done a repeating shot and was on the exhausted turn, and I was going to be able to kill it
Raph,
for...
Yeah.
are you sharing the screen or is it on my side that it got paused? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
But yeah, he was on his exhausted turn, and I was going to be able to kill him before the next turn came, before he had a chance to heal. He used the speed potion on the exhausted turn and was able to have the archer move again and get a kill on one of my guys. It was a very cool little combo that I didn't see coming.
I'm excited to people be using potions and having to pay for them in PvP. Let's get this economy rolling. Those swiftness potions are pricey.
Yeah, I mean they take a full stamp pot to make, so
Does it take another swift thistle too, doesn't it?
yeah.
So that's like almost 2 stamp pots at that
It's
point.
almost like a full jewel, I think, to buy right now.
I'm not proud of the amount of stamp pots I've bought since Expeditions come out.
Oh, me either.
Hey, I put a bunch in LP for you to help ease your pain.
Good. That's,
Still
yeah,
have
that's
a
helpful.
lot of MP on this. This is why I wanted the Seer first. It started out with 188 MP. That is a lot.
I feel like with their channeling abilities, sometimes it's hard to get through all their MP.
It could be.
You can't, like with the boars especially, you can't time it wrong because they'll just mess you up. You know, they'll smack you around.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference between the seer and the priest is the mana. Priest can definitely run out of mana. Seer, it's tough.
Oh,
Now you hit
that
the
rejuvenation
Yeah, if
stone
you
is going to
use-
come through too.
If you use the level 4, tier 4 abilities, they're pretty cheap. They have amnesia, but they're quite mana
Like
efficient.
the Holy Beacon. Holy Beacon, very efficient.
Yeah, that's a lot of turns of,
Yeah.
support.
So Franz is almost through his exhaustion.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy. That's still going on. Sometimes I feel like it depends on this and that, but I feel like sometimes that exhaust is so much longer. At least it feels longer.
And you get one more, and we're going to have one more Berserk here by I Know Kung Fu.
Is that a 20%
No.
damage boost, I think?
One more
Franz's
berserk by
Berserker.
me. Yeah.
Francis Berserker, yeah. 20% attack, 20% haste, too.
Because that was one of the changes, right? The haste? Or no, that was there. I can't. Now I'm trying to
It's
remember.
only 10% to kill yourself.
Okay. That's where that was at. Yep, thank you.
Yeah, that
Which
one
is
was
still
20.
quite possible to kill yourself.
Let's get a hit on this front line.
Oh, and a miss, too. That's rough.
Not a lot of misses.
We're going to get
Was
There-
that the high dex berserker?
Archer action.
Because I really started valuing dexterity on berserkers. They missed
yeah.
quite a lot.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a good scally candidate.
No kidding.
Passing the turn with the Archer there so you can get that action economy back up and going and use an ability.
Franz made it through to the other side. It looks like he has the advantage in terms of as the game continues to go long.
Yeah.
Where the Berserker is actually able to shine is when it can scale its attack, and then these basic attacks that don't cost anything are able to outscale the basic attacks
Of
that
everyone else.
your opponent is doing if once you both run out of resources.
Yeah, so to that point, I'm at 11% added attack with my mushroom and now that I'm off Berserk, I am I mean, we'll see what happens when the turn comes. We're probably going to use that blind range again, try to get a few more boosts there.
Yeah, that's what I see as the Berserker's kind of role in this part of PvP, is being a guy that never runs out of mana and is able to scale his basic attack when the game goes really, really long.
Yeah, one thing I've felt so far with the Berserker is, and a way that it's kind of a hindrance, is you can't, or at least I don't feel like I've been able to put it on an all offensive team and have it survive. Like,
No.
I feel like it needs that healer support.
I don't think it's good in a blitz lineup. In a blitz lineup,
Right.
you need precision, you need full control, you need to be, finding that window and taking it. Berserker does not help you with that.
Clear that poison off me. Do you have a Toxic Hero, or was it a Poison Blade that I missed?
It's a Poison Blade.
It was? Okay, I must have been looking away.
Mana's gonna start to become a critical part.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
That might be the difference between higher powered and lower powered games, especially when people are taking
Inventory,
supports, is kind of efficiency as opposed to that burst damage like we saw in the tournament last time.
Mm-hmm.
You
If you
mean
don't-
one
if you don't-
repeating shot?
Well, yeah. If you don't quite have that burst damage to push through and get that 3-on-2, you might need to be a little more efficient if you want to get the victory. But we'll see. Like I said, I was strongly considering taking double archer. But
There's a lot of health left on these heroes, guys.
Yep.
You're telling me I can't wear them down with these rejuvenation stones.
Yeah, I mean, when you put a support in your team, especially less than level 15 for the priest, it's not a diverse strategy you're employing. It's stall out the game.
Yep. It would be nice to have an attack here or there, though. Say that. Ooh, another resist on the slow. What's the whiz on that? That scales off whiz, right?
Yeah, I would think.
The time.
No, int. Still, it goes off int. That's interesting. The effects, I feel like, more whiz.
Yeah, let's hope this next one doesn't get resisted.
Oh, we're hoping for different things.
Yeah, but
Oh, and there it is.
Oh.
Haunted.
See that basic attack?
No, it's the archer got taunted.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay.
I'm hoping to interrupt the combo.
Yep.
Getting
Did he do? Oh, he did
my-
rapid. He did rapid shot last time.
Yeah,
But I can do repeating while taunted.
That's true. And you get some.
You just don't get to choose who.
I didn't get the death mark. That would have been helpful there.
I'm gonna step aside for a moment, gentlemen. Carry on.
I've been loving poisoning the thick heroes and hunts and just watching it just chip away. I think that's been super enjoyable.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of leave it there, and then before you know it,
Yeah.
ticking for
It
150
builds
plus.
quickly, honestly.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed. I forget who it was. I think I was playing SI before, and I mentioned I gotta be more conscious about applying the poison blade earlier in the games. So I feel like I'm kind of like saving my offensive traits, but that's one where you want to get that on there.
Hmm. And they can ignore it for a turn, maybe two, but if they wait longer, ouch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess I didn't think it would last long. But yeah, you're right. Maybe taking that level 15 tier skills off the map, it kind of does limit you a little bit, and some support heroes like you said, Jess.
Yeah.
Well, not only Berserker, I like the Spore Coated Blade a lot.
Oh
If it
yeah,
hits.
big fan.
Okay.
All right, so we
Here.
got the archer up who's taunted.
Do you want to go back on exhaust? What are you feeling?
No, the archer went. He poison bladed. He got that heal in there.
Oh, sorry, I was
Oh,
watching.
My archer's turn.
I was watching YouTube. It's a little bit behind.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Yeah, I went with the poison blade. After all that talk about not leaving it in the holster there.
Well, like we said, as it carries on longer, efficiency. That is an aggressive move. It's not very efficient though.
Ooh, don't love that. That critical aim there.
Boy, these are certainly endurance matches.
Don't worry, nobody's dead yet.
Yeah, he didn't miss
Yeah.
anything.
These heal over times for both sides. Does not look like the offensive capabilities are able to outpace them very easily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that changes with my Berserker. As he starts piling up that boosted attack. That was
Could
a good
be-
one for
this
it.
could be his
That
time
sent me
to
up
shine if
18%.
If not now, I don't know when. This has got to be his game to
I think.
shine.
Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. I was forgetting that I have limited stone here. I was thinking about throwing a swiftness potion on him and just seeing what he can get done.
You got that extra stone, right, from the 15?
Yeah, I'm cashing in my extra stone here. Another turn of Archer being haunted. This Warrior's wearing me
Well,
here.
Yeah, abilities
Yeah,
are going to be out
189
here
crit.
soon.
So yeah, that critical aim that he just got the crit on Gladiator Strike, and Rapid Onslaught's coming next.
Ooh, we got channel.
Is that rejuvenation again? Ooh, Warstone. Targeting my Zerk. Okay.
Can you actually see which hero I'm targeting?
Yeah, so if you go to the battle log, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I believe they were saying, or I don't know if they've said, or you just all saying that we should be able to see it.
Right.
Yeah, you should be able to see it.
That and the stone.
How would you display it? That's where I get a little taken
Maybe
aback.
like
I'm
a
like, I
little-
can't really think how it should look.
A little target over their head?
With the symbol of the ability you have selected?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's true, because you have to know what ability.
Yeah, who and what, right?
Hmm.
Oof, this is...
Not the most action-packed of games. we're grinding. We're grinding.
This is
here.
completely different than the PvP that I played and watched. This is hilarious. I like it though.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
I know.
for some crits, but I got my
Oh.
attack blocked.
Oh,
Get my kill over time.
Yeah, this might be a best of one format.
Yeah, I think
Unless
so.
you got
Yeah.
all day and a lot of jewel on the line.
Yeah.
we're gonna measure in kilojoules.
Well, and I think it could change based on just like what you build as the cube
Yeah.
heroes too.
Yeah, it's probably gonna need at least one weapon available to everybody, like sword or axe, if they want it, and it's probably gonna need at least one level 15 available to everybody, to make it a little bit more kind of push the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is kind of a slap fight. This is what it's going to be like when two people, or even more so with worse built heroes. If two people join DFK and buy level 10s off the tavern, maybe they won't know how to build them like this, but that's what I'm noticing. This is the data I want to collect. Is that how exactly? What tools do you have in order to end the fight at these levels, at this power level?
All right, I'm making my move.
Oh,
Yo!
All right.
There we go. That was a strategic.
Distinct.
Yeah, I was concerned
Advantage.
about that.
The extra stone will come in handy about right now.
Yeah, I only have 2 left. Well, I have 6,
Ooh.
but
Well, that's still not enough, then, is it?
it's for what?
Get him swiftly through the exhaust.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't gonna happen.
No.
What did you use? 3 vials, friends?
Yes. Mana and 2 health.
Can I forfeit? Good game.
You
Yeah,
can.
that's it.
I don't think I don't have any
You're
battle
out of
budget
vials?
left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
mana's low.
And it seems that the priest was my bane. He had too much mana. I was hoping with those high cost abilities to run out of mana sooner, but that was a nice pick.
I was doing some complaining about the priest that on our stream that my co-host Maddie didn't like too much because he's a big
Priest
time
Maxi.
heal bot priest guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the tier 1 heal is just a little too powerful for how cheap it is. And the fact
Yeah,
that
I don't know why. I think I saw you pick the damage ability because of the spell passive. I don't know about that. I thought you have only beacon and the powerful cleanse.
Yeah, I did pick
for
the
some
passive,
reason.
the spell. That was just reflex. I should have taken healing potency.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty fair place to call it with the warrior out of mana and the priest with half a bar.
Cool.
GG's.
Yeah,
GG's,
GG.
Funko. That was
Good
your
game.
first. That was your first game.
Yeah, that was my first PvP. Yeah,
Nice. Congrats.
thank you.
All right.
Well, I
Alright.
DM'd you the code if you want to play Raph. Otherwise,
yeah.
we can call it here.
Absolutely.
If it's a time issue, but I'm more than happy to play.
I want to keep going.
All
I
right,
have a
let's do
feeling
it.
you guys will have.
Finals might be off the table, but
Right.
but we'll see if we can get a quicker one.
Oh man, yeah, it's already. Whoa, we've been going for over an hour already.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about quick one with my priest isn't going anywhere. I guess is what I'm saying.
All right, I'm trying to join the battle now. All right.
Only
I'll be
basic
right back,
attacks
guys.
for the finals.
Yeah.
That's a real.
No other moves.
We're in.
All right.
All right.
Look, you got 2 blinding winds. Beautiful. You got a lot of
Well.
blinding winds.
Got a lot of blinding winds. It's a bit of a strategy that I was gonna pull off, and we'll see if it works at all.
Did you get a little
I
time
think-
to prep in the background?
I did, and I swear I switched my seer skills about 100 times. The warrior and the knight, I'm pretty set on their path. I can kind of go through what my thoughts were. With my knight, I was thinking the interception to make sure that I can protect the seer, who's really like gonna, seeing this game go as long as it is. I mean, that kind of made me think through it. So what I'm curious is what did Juss put on his priest? So prayer of healing, of course, prayer of might, and holy beacon. Okay, so
I'm a fan of prayer, might.
I was worried that he was going to take the cleansing spell, because like kind of my whole strategy is like all this weird disruption stuff. And so my hope is that maybe I can cause bleed enough times with Gladiator Strike that I can wear him down. And I'll blinding winds too.
That party hat, I think, is really going to do it for him.
Yeah. Jess, what if you don't mind? I mean, you can keep it close to the vest if you want to, but I think for the
I'm thinking about the sanctuary that's coming. That is kind of what I'm thinking about here. Trying to wonder what I want to do. And the answer is break this barrier and poison you. Okay.
That's enough to break. That's something that I got to get better at paying attention to. Is you have to have the damage to break it.
Yes. And you don't want to try like a challenge or a hunter's mark, something that doesn't do damage against a seer specifically or a bubble priest.
Right.
You're not going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm not very familiar with poison. So that poison stack will stay on, right?
It adds.
Yep.
Every time you see the on the time bar, it'll go
Yep.
to 2 stacks when that comes up. And then it'll move, and then it'll go to 3, and then 4, and then 5.
Yeah.
And I don't know, does it have a max, or does it always get bigger?
I
No,
think
it always gets bigger until you die or
It
cleanse.
is inevitable. Yep.
So enjoy your poison.
Enjoy the poison. I will.
Usually you can let it stack a bit at the beginning because the damage is not that great, but if you only have a good reason to, for example, if you're in the middle of a combo and you cannot cleanse it or use anti-poison potion.
Yeah. Oh, I got the bleed. That's what I was going for. Heck yeah. All right,
Nice.
I got to get my interception up and going. Protect that seer a little bit.
All
But
right.
my knight is through 40% of his mana. Oh boy.
I noticed.
Ooh.
Gosh, that was a lot of mana.
So what happens if you're poisoned and you do another poison?
Does it
Does
add
it-
a stack? I
I'm
think
not
sure,
Poison
honestly.
mentioned it adds a stack, but I don't quote me on that.
Maybe there's a
Okay.
second step and they each go off independently. I'm not
Or does
sure.
it just add 1 to where you're currently at? I'll have to try that sometime because I'm curious. That's one thing I've not tried yet.
Yeah. All right. So.
Oh, Raph, do you
Yeah.
have 11 or 15 stone when you get a chance to look?
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be-
I'll take it.
Because I have 15, so I'm going to not use all of it.
Since you beat me last weekend, I will be using.
Oh,
all
I
my
got the
stone.
lucky days.
I have 15 stone.
Okay,
Oh, the
so
random mace days.
yeah, so we need to not go below 4 stone. Yeah, I got the
Okay.
random 5%er.
There's definitely been times in let's see, it'd be the boars when that happens, and you're like, no,
Yeah, when she's charging.
yes, and then you end
then
up getting
you
rampage.
earn yourself a rampage for sure. But I think it's always good in PvP, so happy to get the 5%er there.
Heck yeah. Oh,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Get my
All
own
right.
poison
Nice
going.
job.
Let's see the green goo.
So Dwyer says poison does not stack. It says if you have poison, the second one doesn't get applied.
Oh, interesting. So don't waste it.
So now I'm at stack 3, 6% health. I think I'm gonna have to drop a poison potion here, right?
Well, the next one it'll stack up on your. Well, so now you got to pay attention to whose stack too. That's confusing.
Well, but
On the
if-
time bar, I mean.
if I oh yeah, so okay, so I now have a stack of 3 poison, pure damage 6% every 10 ticks. I mean, I think
Your tick is about to go. You can see on the time bar that one's yours, and then mine is
okay.
coming up.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It says the name. Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm comfortable using the anti-poison. Let me do a quick check and see.
Yeah, it's going to prevent you that much damage if you use it.
Yeah, and you have one poison blade, only one poison blade, so
That's the sucky
I
part,
think
but
I-
it'll never go away.
what do you mean?
Like, you're going to use that to get rid of it, but it doesn't prevent any future poisons because he can't poison you again.
I think I have it.
Actually, I think it prevents. It has
Right, but
status.
I don't have another poison blade. Is what
Yeah, he
said.
can't
Yeah,
apply it
yeah.
again.
Right.
Versus Raph, I think you have a couple. Do you have a
I
couple?
have one poison blade, a lot of blinding winds.
Oh, blinding winds. That's right. Sorry. Okay, I'm just trying to get my bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
not having
Yeah,
played
I
a
went
lot.
for a lot of blinding winds. I've been happy with. Did a few hunts today, and just some of my guys have blinding winds, and I was like, oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah, if
Um,
you manage to put it on the main damage dealer.
Right. So that's what we're working on right now. All right. So
Right.
that's a big success.
I'm
way
not
to-
sure how much we can commentate on the match without, let's say, giving
Yeah,
hints
it's
to the
okay.
players.
Yeah.
We're super casual, but yes, in
Yeah.
general.
I
Good
mean,
way to
yeah.
get
Keeping it
through that
casual.
Yeah.
battle budget too, with these blinding winds and poisons. Unless I don't
Yeah,
know if his healer has the purify skill, but
In this case, the healer doesn't, and if I were Raph, I would start with those, trying to put those blinds and poisons right
Oh.
from the start.
Yeah.
And blind is having like reduced healing efficiency by a lot.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I was definitely thinking about it from a reduction of damage standpoint. So, thank you for helping me
yeah, it's a
tilt the
good point
match
with the heal.
in my favor.
I would say you can still get a good repeating shot off while blinded, as Megan knows. I might have used that
Yep.
against him and it struck.
Yeah. All right. So when is my seer gonna go? Soon. Okay.
Yeah, I had to either give up my Prayer of Might attack or my Bleed attack on Gladiator Strike if I wanted to get rid of that blind, but fortunately I was able to hit pretty well with that strike.
Yeah, no doubt. Crit.
Oof,
A crit too.
that's a big one.
Oh, I did not
Oh.
get
Come on, Raph.
blind. That is a tough situation.
Was this a resist? Because we didn't actually see what happened. The damage was applied, but or it's like a miss for the blind part.
Correct. Combatant resisted 78% blind chance.
Okay.
78.
So I'm
Does that change?
hoping
But
he
it says in
can't
the log.
take out either of my guys, or this will be a short match. Because where are you at in your combo series?
Step one.
Okay. Step one.
I did not
I've
utilize.
been kind of not following.
I did not utilize the what you call it, repeating shot last time.
Okay, Artificer. Now, if I use Sanctuary, will my bubbles add?
Yes.
Ooh, I like that.
I feel like I like Sanctuary. I get frustrated when there's heroes that are
Don't
at full
need-
health
don't need
and they
it,
go
yeah.
wasted. But
Yeah.
you can't really look at it that way all the time.
Yeah, but having seer in the composition usually means your front line and the seer will be chipped. Their health will be chipped a bit. So at
That's
least
true.
to your healing and adding a barrier.
So that's a pretty good design in the part of the codex. In other words, Because if you're a support hero more in the mid or back, and you're doing channeling abilities, it's odds are they're going to try to hit you to knock you out of that channel. So then the one that doesn't channel is Sanctuary.
Really wanted
Like,
that daze there.
I hadn't really thought that through before, but that's actually really good game design.
Yep.
I thought channel abilities are too weak, but when I used Rejuvenation Stone recently, it's basically a holy beacon, but it's twice as strong, and you're wasting 2 turns to cast it, and it makes up for.
No. I missed my blinding winds again.
Oh,
Plan failed. Ha!
That's a shame.
where is?
I would expect maybe a prayer of might here.
So okay, I used 2 potions already. So I was checking.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great rapid shot. Oh, I got the days though.
Not great.
That's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I can't. Okay, there he is. There he is. Let's try this. Can't take it with you.
I like that. Yeah, I was wondering if this would go any quicker, but it seems like this is very similar. It's a wearing down
Yeah.
mana.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of windows.
I feel like this is like me fighting the boars with some of my teams.
Hmm.
What's that you had, Cliff?
Speed.
Is it gonna let you do it? It shouldn't.
Oh no,
Oh no,
there's
that's
some bugs.
that's
Yeah,
a
that's
bug
a bug.
with when you're taunted. You have to attack.
Yeah, I don't think it would
daze,
let you. I think
that
it's a
daze
UI
really effed me up.
Good.
Well, we'll see if I can do speed because I'll take a bug. No, I cannot.
You have to attack, my warrior.
I sure do. Yeah, I think you got me. Well done. You set it up nicely.
What's that?
Won't you have a repeating shot up, or is it not yet?
I do, but you have an interception. Nice
Oh,
try.
well, yeah.
Ooh, was that a little gamesmanship?
Might have been. Might have been.
Oh no!
Oh,
Please
yeah,
don't repeating
that
shot
thing?
me.
Oh. Shh, don't worry about that little interception thing. That's
Well, and I think we forget too that these aren't greater stone, greater crystal heroes either, right? Like
yeah.
Mhm.
repeating shot doesn't hit as hard as
Right.
as we've been seeing, or double giant slayer maybe.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
What?
If it was an interception, I could do 118 to 380, 362 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I-
that's not, and I could have prayer of mighted it.
Right.
But
I love the prayer might combo for that. It's again though you're kind of advertising, but
Yeah, big fan of Pyramid.
By the time you're advertising, it's kind of like, wow, it'll
Here
do
it comes.
yeah. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. All right, so that was a multi-shot. Oh, missing all day.
Yeah, your effects are not applying. That archer's resistant and the priest, yeah, they're resistant everything.
Everything.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I had a window to try to kill with a swift potion. I thought before to get ahead of that interception, but when I counted my stone, that would have been cheating because I had to use anti-blind and anti-poison.
I didn't hear anything.
So I probably could have got away with it, but
I would not.
I'm
have
not
noticed.
sure Raph was counting.
I was not.
But no, he did land a few things. Didn't get them all. But I did resist a couple, which is nice.
Was that a basic attack for 51?
Yeah,
That's kind of bigger than I thought.
that is pretty big. What happened there? You clutch? Is that active? 51 is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
No. No.
No,
clutch.
I don't see anything either.
So
Does seem a
I
little
gotta
high.
decide: am I going to use?
You're saving that man on that warrior, I see.
Yeah. Trying to really disrupt this archer. Ah, I did not again. I missed
Ugh.
again.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to. I'm trying to play the long game with the stone.
I like to play.
Put my
Well, it
abilities
seems if you don't have an archer, you don't have many options to go for the
for the
backline
kill for the
heroes. Yeah, and you're kind of like forced to attack the front line hero.
Yeah, you can't get rid of support, basically.
Yep.
And if you're having a support, it's
I mean the interception
harder to do that.
is a very good skill, but it costs a lot of mana.
It sure does.
It does last a long time. It used to be turn-based, and now it's tick-based, and I think it increased.
Yeah, with the increase of amnesia for taunt skills, I thought like having an intercept in case you fail to taunt before the rapid shot, it's useful.
Seer's starting to get down there, man. Otherwise, wow, yeah,
Yeah, the seer.
just your team's still sitting all right on mana.
Yeah, I don't want to be stalling, but
I think that's
I don't really have a good play.
That's all I'm doing too at this point, man. My warrior keeps missing all his abilities, so
It's unfortunately I don't have much of an option except a battle of attrition, which is not really what I want to play.
Remember, see, I'm gonna go back again to Fight Club. Wasn't there a thing where if you did like a basic kind of attack multiple times, it started ratcheting up?
Ooh,
That hit good.
Was there?
yeah,
I don't remember that.
no.
oh my god, I cannot get a status effect on this archer for the life of me. This is unbelievable.
Well,
Was that like you're like 0 for 4?
I just missed a bleed. If it makes you feel better.
Okay.
Okay.
So now gonna use the last of your mana for some sort of channeling. Oof.
I think I like the position you're in with the archer because presumably
Creating some inevitability with using my
someone.
mana potions for translating them to damage.
Yeah.
Just going through the combo is a lot more output than you're going to get with your knight basic attacking from here on out. He wasn't able to get the utility except for the interception, which is just stalling. but that was finite.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to use that Forever Vigilant to get. But I mean, with your lineup, it's tough to get a kill window. It's tough without an archer. I don't know how it was supposed to work.
Yeah. It was really just a stall tactic from the start.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I got a decent shot at it. It's far from 100.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Did it.
Ooh, the crit.
oh.
All right.
this is the luck, Archer.
I'll call it there. Good GG.
GG, man.
GG.
That was I wanted to be a little more aggressive, but
These
I had-
we're playing first blood games.
I didn't have I didn't have the window to get you. You were playing against it.
All right. Well,
But-
I would say successful cube development. We learned a lot,
Yep.
and we're gonna pass it over to Sergeant's stream, which is probably going, or maybe
Yep.
we'll start soon. So go check him out. All right. Well,
All right. Well,
any closing comments, guys?
I'll keep tinkering with the cube. I'll try to do my holiday transactions to get weapons on at least a third of these guys. So that would help. And
for
yeah,
sure.
we'll see how it develops. I definitely got a better idea of how these games play out with potatoes. Because these guys without weapons, even with the
Right.
stones, are more or less potatoes. So this is what you expect with the low powered stuff. And experienced players who know how to be efficient with their mana and how not to leave themselves dead. It's a starting point. I definitely would look to improve it though.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the effort and putting this on. And I mean, you spent a lot of time on this, and we appreciate it. It's something that these sorts of formats and all the different combinations. I know people were talking about mirror fights and all. Like, this is kind of what we've been waiting for. So I'm excited to see all these great ideas from the community play out.
Anything's possible with private matches.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, we all would love to have that competitive play queue, but private matches is in a lot of ways better when you have the community aspect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just custom develop so many things that just scratch everyone's itch, and that's just the way to do it. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for all of our viewers out there. Hope you enjoyed this, and like we said, we'll continue to refine the format, and I hope everyone's really excited for PvP because they hit the nail on the head. I mean, the fact that we can have so many formats is just a testament to the kind of product that they've made already. Couldn't be more bullish on the entire game at this moment. So that's it for us here at ADFK. This is Raph signing out.